Okay, we're going to do a little video today on replacing the starter on this new Holland skid steer. First things you can do is take off this plastic cover here. It's got some bolts, a couple bolts here, a couple bolts there. Take that off. You need to get the this arm right here up in the air and get the safety rod on the machine. Once this is up in the air, you can see back here where the starter's at. In our case, we had to come over here and crack the hydraulic hoses on both right and left side of the machine because it wasn't starting, and we lifted up the forks with some other tractor and stuff, got it up there, and then threw the locks on. Looking into the back part of the machine, the starter is down there. Can't really see the bolts that mount the starter to the engine. So what we did is we went and took off this exhaust bracket off the side, and that exhaust bracket, so the right angle L-shaped metal piece, and then also the exhaust bracket. And we were able to then also up here take the bolts off the turbo, the 3 bolts. Then we were able to pop that exhaust pipe up in the air a little bit, and then you could start to see some of the 3 bolts on that starter. One of the bigger tricks for 2 of the bolts is to come and get to the starter from this angle back here with a really long, we were using a 1/2 inch shaft with a socket on the end of it, put a little swivel on the end, and you can quickly and easily get those 2 starter bolts off on the left side of the machine. And then there's another bolt you can just get in there with a small ratchet and pull the inner bolt off to take those 3 bolts out. Before you do this job, you want to disconnect the negative on the battery. Make sure there's no power going up to the solenoid and stuff. But once you take the 3 bolts out, you can pop the starter out, put the new one in, bolt it back up. And there was some wire harness that was running right next to the starter that kind of got in the way of visibility. So you need to move that around perhaps a little bit just to see where the bolts are at so you can get the socket on them and stuff. But overall, once you come from the back, that's going to save you a tremendous amount of time on this job. And then you just put everything back together in reverse direction. The first time we did it was like a 3-hour job, but if we had to do it again, it'd probably be 1.5 hours-ish, I would say. Anyway, hopefully this is helpful to somebody else. Please like, share, and subscribe.